let's have a little look then at $99 Social. So it was acquired in about 2016. Is that correct? By Wired?
That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah. And you were brought in for about a year to scale it up. So obviously, you and the team stood back and looked at different things. So what were you looking for when you did that acquisition? What was Wired looking for, and yourself?
So when we were looking at, when we look at acquisition, the main thing is we look at, okay, what are the growth opportunities, right? So that's the first thing is, okay, this company is doing okay. The company is, has kind of grown at a significant growth rate, but not as quickly as you'd like. And say, okay, what are some playbooks that we can apply to really kind of, move the needle? So I think it's really just listening, right? You have, at that point, there was 3 or 4 different, chefs at the table who are running this business, and you kind of listen to your team, you listen to your customers, and really pay attention of what they're looking for and what's driving the needle right now. But we look at a data-driven kind of model, right? We look at the traffic, we look at what are the conversions based on that cost per lead, cost per acquisition, and then we just really focus on how can we increase those channels that are doing well. When we were looking at it, cash flow is a big thing. We look at valuation, we look at the team, and then we look at the risk. So even right now, we have like probably 100 different point checklists that we go through and see, explore the business, team in place, how much is it dependent on the founder, what are the risks around it, and then we kind of just mitigate and create a scorecard of say, okay, what we think we can do with this business. The biggest thing we saw at the time was that there was 2 sides of $99 Social. One was the retail model where we're selling directly B2B. So we're selling to, small businesses, small flower shop pops up. They say, hey, I need somebody to outsource my social media to. They come to us and they sign up. The real value was actually on the back end, which was our resellers and our agencies. And when we first took over, I think that was only about maybe 10 or 20% of the actual revenue. But what I realized over time was that there was a lot of interest there. More people were interested in, how are these guys doing it for $99 a month? And how can I resell it to actually make money? So it wasn't actually the service people were interested in, it was how can they make money from our service? And that's when, testing and kind of different kind of pricing models for affiliates or resellers is really what kind of, kind of push the needle forward and grow the company. And I recommend it for anybody, if you're looking at maybe how can I grow your SaaS company or anything, but look at some big partnerships, right? Like we had some big resellers who would come in and they would onboard 50 clients at once. So the difference between, going after getting 50 different clients onboarding every single time versus, focusing your effort and getting that one, partnership who can, bring on 50 clients at once, I think that's probably a better strategy. Another thing we did, maybe if you want to chat about it or not, but is monetizing the resellers. So we were getting maybe, let's say, 10 different resellers, affiliates signing up to our platform who wanted to resell, but most of them weren't doing anything with it. Like they would just sign up and then they got excited for a day or two and they stop.
Yep.
So what we decided to do is kind of add a filter onto that and started, putting some fees around this. So we actually started charging them $99 a month if they want to become a reseller. And people started signing up. So we had different packages, $99, $199, $399. And we found that the people who started paying really started taking it seriously. And the second, now it was all about how can we support them to get their first clients, their second clients. Because as soon as they got their first client and they were reselling us, they were hooked and they knew they had something going. So we were now supporting all these entrepreneurs, building their own little agencies as well. So that really kind of, skyrocketed everything at that point.